Let's say 3 armed men broke into your house. You and your wife are in there. How would you? Three armed thugs with guns. Yeah. How would you defend yourself and your wife?
I don't have the ability to defend myself and my wife. We would try to escape, and I would try to call the police.
I don't have the ability to defend myself or my wife, and I'm not interested in obtaining that ability. Shows what this nitwit thinks about his bride. Gun control is the theory that becoming a victim is morally superior to effectively protecting yourself and your family. Hi, my name's Bubba. I live at the very top of the Ozark Mountains in Oklahoma. Got 3 teeth in my head and only brush the ones I want to keep. My shoe size and my IQ are pretty damn close to the same number, so because a lot of people call me a backwoods country bumpkin that don't know nothing about nothing, they'll quickly brush off and dismiss what I'm about to say. But let me tell you something. I got enough common damn sense rolling around in my cerebral cortex to objectively assess and identify the fact that these people marching at these anti-gun rallies don't have 2 brain cells worth of possum spit to rub together and make a fire at the bottom of an active volcano. Governments by their very nature are immoral organizations because they're built on the premise that one man or a group of men has the legitimate moral right to rule others, and those who are ruled have the legitimate moral obligation to obey. This is verifiable Disney-esque fairy tale Hollyweird nonsensical bull urine and fecal matter all rolled together in one FDA-approved pharmaceutically distributed death pill. If you don't have the legitimate authority to boss others around and nobody else you know has that authority, how in tarnation can you delegate an authority you don't have? If you can't, and believe me, you can't, then government agents derive their power from your ignorance and stupidity.
What the hell did you just say?
Oh, and the blank checkbook they pilfer every chance they get through the petrodollar fiat currency Ponzi scheme they got going with their bed buddy international banking pals. Now, I want you to dig down deep and think real hard about this question. Name one thing in the history of mankind that's been responsible for more murders, theft, and general mayhem than government. You can't, because nothing rivals the evil and death that governments dish out on a consistent basis. So, governments are immoral, they can't be trusted, and according to history, they're responsible for the deaths of over 250 million of their own people in the last century alone. But what do these frickin' frack Dumb and Dumber media propagandized zombie sheeple do? They haul their sorry asses up to Washington's District of Criminals, and they hold up their colorful signs like they did back in their public indoctrination kindergarten classes on show and tell day, and they march. They march like a bunch of slogan-chanting, mainstream media regurgitating zombies.
Show me what democracy looks like. Make some noise, y'all.
They're marching and begging a sinister government with a proven track record of dishonesty, corruption, and violence. They're begging the very essence and embodiment of evil to disarm them and take away more of their rights. Now, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but that makes about as much sense as a climber spraying a whole can of insect repellent on his face so he doesn't get mosquito bit as he stands on the summit of Mount Everest. Matter of fact, grabbing guns from peaceful people because criminals have them makes as much sense as getting yourself castrated because your neighbor has too many kids. Listen, y'all, you want to make the world a better, safer place? Then start by banning assault politicians and high-capacity, fully automatic stupidity. Well, what do I know? I'm just a toothless, low-IQ backwoods redneck who ain't afraid to admit that if I was in a gunfight, I'd want to have more than a frickin' cell phone in my hand to call the people who will come to my location after I'm dead to take coroner photos of an unprepared, self-victimized carcass. I'll see you guys next time. Till then, grab a kick-ass, take-no-prisoners shirt, hoodie, tank top, or mug, and disturb the tranquil ponds of ignorance in your neck of the woods with the quiet message of unsettling truth. If you want to support this channel on Patreon or PayPal, well, you can do that too. Maybe I'll buy me a new toothbrush and work on increasing my IQ numbers as YouTube continues to demonetize and censor my country bumpkin backwoods ass channel. Remember, y'all, truth is and always has been treason in the empire of lies.